Okay, the purpose of self-defense. Okay, we live in a world where you know there are good things and bad things. There are good people and bad people. There are good situations and not so good situations. Being prepared is almost the best thing to be in a world that we live like this, because if we look around, nature's pretty ready. You know, we got deers have antlers. Skunks stink. Snakes bite and have venom sometimes, or can have the ability to squeeze the life out of you. We have birds with beaks. We have porcupines. These are all things that are made by design to be a tool, an instrument, or a defense instrument in this world that we see today. And I just believe that we should also have the same components, whether it be our hands, our body, weapon if we're going into a situation where we have to have that, and also firearms to be able to defend ourselves from aggressive people with firearms as well. So I think that's very important to learn these things practically, not just put it in the hands of anybody, because not everybody's designed or built for these things. So we want to do character assessments before we even go on. So martial arts is a good character assessment. It helps people get an idea of where they stand. Are they capable of, or mentally capable, or emotionally capable of using instruments with a higher purpose, or learning techniques that are, that can hurt or fatally kill somebody. I think that's what's missing outside, especially with firearms. I just think that there should be levels of training, levels including being able to see, number one, because some people out here have them, they can't even see. Some people have them and they're not emotionally in a space where they need one. And I'm not here to determine that. What I'm saying is, I'm a firearms instructor, I'm a self-defense instructor, and I always evaluate people's character first, because I think that's important to understand the type of character we're putting these useful instruments in, because they may not, you put it in the wrong hands, it may not be useful, it may be dangerous. So we want to always be sure that people are being trained properly, and not just people, but I think that there are levels that we could help law enforcement, um, that want to work in the community, work with people to understand, there's a mental capacity, how to have diplomatic relations within the community. Some law enforcement is already doing that, but I just think that should be part of it, so that people understand that there are some people out who are not made to be in certain scenarios, where they don't have the emotional stability to be in these situations, or they're overworked, or whatever it is. So we have to evaluate these things, and I think that's the first step in fixing a lot of issues in our community, fixing ourselves, and making ourselves better in some way. But martial arts is a good base to learn these things, and to build your character, and to build your mind and your capabilities here first, centered mind, body, and soul. Okay, especially if you have the right instructor. you know um, there are a lot of instructors out here, Lady Sensi, Odette Russell, Mutakabir. They are great instructors, and a whole host of them. Walter Evans. There are a lot of people out here who are good at what they do. Zayla Anderson. You know, we gotta look at the instructors. We gotta look at what they're learning, and we gotta learn that character is the most important thing. So I'm honored to even know those people, have in my circle, and we have the same principles, and that's what brings us together. Again, I'm not a expert martial artist, but I am a self-defense instructor that knows my craft pretty well, and I'm still learning and always growing. So I want to thank everybody for listening in. This is for OGA, self-defense, physical, functional capabilities. That's for this group here. All right, over and out.